lucky for you, I am in a good mood. Therefore, I will not make you watch 2 separate videos for each review. I'm giving you the 2-for-1 deal, no coupon required. Let's get the Dark Knight Rises Prologue out of the way, since that's what chronologically came first. The Prologue is purely used to introduce us to the character of Bane, played by Tom Hardy. First and foremost, I was very impressed. Tom Hardy was perfectly cast as Bane. There is the issue of the voice, but here's the thing. He has a muzzle on, then he has this bag over his head, then he's inside the airplane, which is in the air, so there's this, humming going around. Then they've got the door open, for reasons I won't tell you, so that creates extra noise, so you've got all this noise around you. And so when you hear him for the first time, it's no wonder you can't hear what he's saying. After the initial 6 minutes, we see quick little snippets of Bane, Batman, Selena Kyle, Catwoman, kind of wide shots of Gotham and just all this havoc. It looks brilliant. I cannot wait for July of next year. This is a really good teaser, and hopefully it's a 5-star review. I have no doubt that Nolan will deliver, but there's always that little voice inside my head that's gonna say, he's gonna screw up, but no, he can't screw up. He's Nolan. He does not screw up. So no, just thought out of your head, he will not screw up. This is gonna be the best Batman yet. It kind of seems stupid to me to review 6 minutes of the movie, but 4 out of 5 stars. Really impressed. Cannot wait. So there's that. Now we go to the main event, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, or MI4, whichever you prefer. This is directed by Brad Bird and stars Tom Cruise, Jeremy Renner, Paula Patton, and Simon Pegg. The story of the 4th installment is the IMF is shut down when it's implicated in the bombing of the Kremlin, causing Ethan Hunt and his new team to go rogue in order to clear the organization's name. That's a very basic outline of the story, but I don't want to go too in-depth in case you haven't seen it yet. I have seen all the previous installments, and to give you a basic idea where I'm coming from, I didn't really like the first one. Second one was okay, but whenever I watch it, I'm just watching it for the action sequences. I don't really care for the story of it. Third one was really good. I like J.J. Abrams. As a director, he's a great storyteller. But this one is by far the best. Really good use of the IMAX cameras. Brilliant use. But this is just a really good movie. And the story really isn't anything all that special. There's nuclear war, and there's this Russian guy, or whatever he is, trying to kill everyone for reasons which I forgot. He's a psychopath, who cares? I like the entire cast. The acting was a bit wooden from everyone. Tom Cruise and Paul Patton especially, they never really gave that much emotion. They were always, I don't want to be a dick, but they almost had like a lot in their face on for the entire time. They just never showed that much emotion. Simon Pegg was funny. There were a couple of jokes at the beginning that didn't really work, but he was hilarious and did really good for the dramatic scenes as well. The action was brilliant. Tom Cruise, I'm guessing, did a majority, if not all, of the stunt work, and man, that guy got beat up in this movie. I mean, he got the shit kicked out of him. I don't know how that guy's still alive, but he got beaten and bruised. There were times in this movie where I was like, he must have taken like a 10-week vacation in between these shoots, because that guy is bruised. Of course, there is makeup, so that could have done the trick as well. But overall, Mission Impossible 4, or Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, whichever you want to call it, just a really great movie. It's one of the best action films of the year. Whether it ends up on my top 10 best of the year list is debatable. I'm not sure. I have to see the other releases that come out later this month, but just a really solid film. If you are a fan of Tom Cruise, or just of the Mission Impossible franchise as a whole, definitely go and see this. And if you can, I implore you to go and see this in IMAX, because not only do you see the Dark Knight Rises Prologue, but the scenes that were shot in IMAX are flat out gorgeous, and they do use the IMAX cameras for action scenes. They don't just use it for scenery. Just really good movie, and once again, go and see it in the IMAX. It is worth the extra money, believe me, and thank goodness it was not in 3D, because that's the last that we needed. I mean, IMAX, shoot anything in IMAX, but 3D, out the window. So I give Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol 4 out of 5 stars.